Hello. Did you know that the average color of an anvil is 69? Me neither. But speaking of which, what is the average color of an entire Minecraft world? Well, I have this whole big list of almost every single color of each block in Minecraft, so I think I could use it to get the average color of a world. So, I think I'll do that. Make sure to watch to the end, because the final answer is not what you might think. So I'm currently surveying millions of blocks, and once they're surveyed, they're destroyed. This is using the same loader as the Fractal World has, so if you haven't seen that, you should probably check it out. Also, in the meantime, you should totally like and subscribe because that'd be awesome. Thank you. So after surveying millions of blocks in the Minecraft world, I ended up with that number. We're in color format. It's this weird shade of gray. And at first I was kind of confused. I mean, if you just look at this for a glance, where's the gray? There's no gray in this frame. But after about 2 seconds of thinking, I guess it makes sense. Because while, yeah, the entire top of the world is grass and dirt, I mean, that layer is kinda thin when compared to the rest of the world. So is this it? Is this the color of Minecraft? Well, not really. There's 2 other dimensions, so what are the average colors of those? So I now have the color of the other 2 dimensions as well. So for the Nether, it's a bit darker of a red, and this is because the most common blocks in the Nether are netherrack and basalt, so it's kind of a mixture between those 2. And the rest of the biomes, like soul sand valleys, warped forests, and crimson forests, don't really make any difference because even in a soul sand valley, the most common block is netherrack. And lastly, for the end dimension, we have these 2 colors. So in the full end dimension, it's just the exact same thing as endstone, because even though end cities and chorus fruit are pretty big, they don't even sum 1% of a difference on the RGB scale, so it's just endstone. And if we only check the main end island, then the obsidian brings it down like a tiny bit, but not really anything notable. So if we get the average of all those colors, we end up with this brownish color. But I find that pretty interesting, because even though all the dimensions are different, it still ends up as kind of a soil color, which is pretty much what the logo of Minecraft is, a grass block. But with these results, it just doesn't really sit right with me. What about only the surface block of the world? Would it look any different if we only checked the top block? Well, I did that, and here's the colors. At first glance, it doesn't really make much of any sense at all. I mean, the end is obviously the same, it hasn't changed any bit at all, but the overworld and the Nether are kind of confusing. So I'll explain the Nether first, because it's easier to explain. But the surface block of the Nether is the Nether roof, which is all bedrock and mushrooms. Although the mushrooms don't make enough of an impact to change any of the values, so it's just the color of bedrock. And for the overworld, there is a whole bunch of different colors going into this. There's water, there's grass, there's mycelium, snow, and so much more. But the main takeaway is that most of it's grass blocks, but even grass blocks are only 1/6 green. The other sides of the grass block are all brown. So even with trying to skew the data to make it look more like Minecraft, we just end up with this. You could think whatever you want about it, but I just did this for fun, and yeah, those are the colors of Minecraft.